Tonight, we begin with the tragic news from Endarasha Hillside Academy in Nyeri County, where 18 pupils have been confirmed dead and 70 others remain unaccounted for following a night fire at the school. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, while announcing reprieve for 86 families whose children's whereabouts are known, a cloud of uncertainty still hangs over the whereabouts of 70 pupils out of the 312 who were in boarding school. The government has embarked on a search mission to determine the actual numbers from the fire tragedy, and we'll be bringing you that report shortly. And tonight, as the country struggles to come to terms with the fire tragedy Hillside Endarasha Academy in Kieni West went through, parents and guardians are uncertain about their children, frustrated by a snail-paced process of verification. By evening, no parent or guardian had been furnished with information regarding their children. Ayub Abdikadir caught up with some of the distraught parents.
Mimi naitwa Penina na kupigia kutoka Kenya Red Cross. Tuko hapa shuleni.
Penina Njoroge, Sarah Nduku and Cynthia Molen from the Kenya Red Cross are making frantic phone calls to establish missing learners. They are the first point of contact for parents and guardians seeking to establish the whereabouts of their children. They look through names of learners with lesser-like attention, and they are crucial in this exercise. Outside the Hillside Academy, many more parents are lining up, and tension here is palpable, and they are demanding for answers. Eerie silence welcomes you to this room where parents are gathered, and they can hardly speak. Tucked in between Francis Muturi and Grace Karaoke is Reverend Washira. He's here to comfort the parents.
Some of them have very scanty information of what the whereabouts of the children or what happened, where they don't know whether they are in the hospital or whether they are even dead. We don't know. So we are just waiting. We are in this hall waiting for the government to tell us and to give us the information. That is why we are here.
Lincoln Muthigani is another distraught guardian upset with the pace of verification in what's turning into a massive humanitarian exercise to retrieve the bodies of the innocent lives lost.
We are being told some are dead, some ran away, some were picked by their parents, but on our case, we didn't pick our boy. We don't know if he ran away or we don't know, because we have traced, looked for different hospitals, but it's not there.
We find Muthigani in another room sandwiched among other parents in a charged environment as they demand for answers, threatening to move in the way of the raised-down dormitory. Parents who are gathered here, directed by the Kenya Red Cross after their details were taken, can hardly control the despair and shock. Cold and terrified, they are still comprehending with the events of last night here in Kieni West in Nyeri County. And as they wait for details from the agencies who are gathering the information, the trauma here is unimaginable over the 17 learners whose lives were cut off by the fire, and a news that no one wanted to hear. Irene Wanjiru made over 380 kilometers to get here. She's a parent and had her child here. Like others, she faces a dark prospect, all the way making the trip from Maua in Meru County.
Kuna information wamenipatia, and it is so much traumatizing juu kama mtoto ujui kwenye hako, ujui hali yako, wengine sijui anasema wako kwa kichaka, wengine wako hospitali. That is what is traumatizing us so much.
So is 72-year-old John Rukwaro, who had his grandson here and still bears the pain of processing what exactly transpired here.
Mtoto ya kijana yangu, mjukuu wangu ndio anasoma hapa grade 6. Na ni mmoja wa wale ambao hata sasa bado patikana, lakini tuna matumaini ya kwamba atapatikana, because with God all things are possible.
And as the sun settles here at the Hillside Academy, this remains a disaster of beyond belief scale and with it, questions abound over safety across learning institutions and the well-being of learners. Ayub Abdikadir, Citizen TV, in Kafati, Endarasha, Kieni constituency, in the county of Nyeri.